Okay, so we should still be in the temple, or outside facade. We gotta save Prince, and we've gotta save Kaine. That's correct.
Where are we? It's an odd place, to be sure. I suppose that was to be expected. Oh, look!
It's the Prince Cube.
That mewling child is inside. Without any rules to bind us, we are free to unleash the entirety of our powers.
Less thinking, more killing. I like it. What is this?
I detect magic within the glowing box.
Ooh, boy. Oh, it's just not so bad. Do you have any anti-allergies? Okay, I never shot a body earlier.
The guardian of this temple is a curious sight indeed.
Says the talking book.
I'm not inside these. I'm just gonna try to make it all. Am I missing something?
This is a powerful foe.
Kaine?
Stay there! I'll take care of this loser!
You probably won't. I mean, they just rewrote. See, unlike you, who got caught in a second, I've been fighting these things.
I figured you'd come back.
Don't get all weepy, okay? It's not like I was searching for
Though you were surprised.
it. Fuck off, book.
Kaine, the glowing cube takes priority.
Screw your priorities! I'm gonna kill this thing
Kinda,
my
you
way!
were the fucking worst. If you just do this right, we can win. Somebody has had ideas. Oh, it's transforming again.
This should prove interesting.
Okay, can't aim down. Oh boy. Hey, look, the prince survived. What a shame. Okay. Nice weird little flute sound came with it. My liege, you were able to trouble weave. On the royal mask, the real silver since the king's death. We're seeking to bridge the gap between our people and other civilizations. Trade has come to halt. We lack food and water and people to care for. The mask is an emblem of the king. With it, I can project a stronger image of other lands, and our people can be prosperous and strong. Rules don't exist to bind you, they exist so you may know your freedoms. So words that the previous king let fall. And now that I have this mask, I believe I can ascend to the throne. Is this correct? Horse hail, all hail the new king. You're welcome.
ことさら他インタ
Apologize to you, my foreign friends.
ゾスローであるペルアと改
So
ざん
going
せ
to
て
position as the king of Fasada,
It's
you can do whatever you
so-
desire. Please, what is it
I
I can do?
appreciate the offer, but I'll have to pass. My wish, well, it kind of has to take care of itself.
こうさ
And then think we're checking
Under-
randomly
I
out from
think he
the
just gave us an order.
A new wish. Fine. I want you to make rule 0. And it's gonna say that if people don't like a rule, they can vote to change it.
A splendid idea.
ヨーリサロ
エルパ、地図来た。
ペルアと
Full of long
Lutos.
memories. We should
恩
not
人
forget
は
that
く
we
れ
owe you no matter
はい
how hard
ペ
the
ルア
times.
と
Those are the way the mass people.
あんだ
Unless we shall grant your request.
改ざん
So that alone
サラ
cannot
と
repair
あ
that to you.
教えてきた
Vice watched, fuck, what's her name? Thera? He watched her gesturing and he pieced it together, so he is translating for us.
コス
Just
キ
not showing
ル
us.
カ
One hand sword reaper.
Thanks, but I think you're forgetting someone.
ケは
You here. And I'm sorry for all the ways through. It's not a problem.
Hey,
I'd ask you about the Black Scroll. Yes, the foul disease that claimed my father's life. We heard that you were searching for a cure. Did you learn anything? I'm sorry, no. Everything we tried to have been a failure. There's no way around it. We have to collect the sealed verses one by one. Yeah, thankfully there aren't too many left. I mean, what are these sealed verses? Not sure, but if I found them all, I can save my daughter from the Black Scroll. I don't know what they are. I don't know and I don't much care. I just want to save my daughter. Or run around collecting a bunch of crystal horse manure if that's what it takes. One moment, please. Can I ask you to visit us again, to return as friends? Yes, we did just get a weapon. It's called
Sure.
Rebirth.
What?
Just try not to get yourself kidnapped again.
I promise to be careful. So wait, are there actually different kinds of weapons? Because it keeps specifying one-handed sword, but that's all I've gotten. It's not very good.
I'm worried about Yona. Let's go back.
入れるザーリチ
Okay, so we can get materials. Where's the, like, random shop? The same kinds of weapons as I all them on. Okay.
いいね
Brochure. We don't want any of this. I want to find that random item shop and see what it's all about. It must be over here. Oh shit. The shop says weapon you'll need to own all weapons if you haven't got it. Yeah, no, no. This is the first time I'm able to use the shops, I think. That's what it's called. Over here? No? Oh, you don't have anything on hand. Okay, that's lame. There was another dot over here, though. You.
Hey,
Oh, item shop here. Give me these. Thank you in the name of the rules. You could just thank me because it's, it's a nice thing to do. It doesn't have to be because it's a rule. Unless there's a rule that says when you thank someone, you have to say that you're thanking them in the name of the rules. Come on, Kaine. We're headed back. I just don't know what's with these sand fountains.
fear for the future of Facade. No matter how good his intentions, with a king so young...
The people will make up for whatever the king lacks.
I imagine we'll come back to a whole new slew of rules.
Probably. But rules seem to work for them, so who are we to say otherwise?
Oh, come now.
There are as many ways to view the world as there are people in it.
Perhaps you have learned something on this journey after all.
Maybe. What do you think, Kyle?
He was very understanding for a grumpy old man. What's interesting about this is this game has different endings, right? Or is it just because Automata doesn't have different endings? You just get more info. So does this game have different endings, or is it the same as Automata? You came back home to see me, yay dad. Oh wait, someone does a mission. It's probably gonna want me to go back to Facade.
Hey there!
But they can get into Facade, yes. Any gift that I didn't deliver there, so you can tell me how. Not yet. Because that's probably a fucking fragile delivery again. I'm a big fan of being able to roll. Okay. Let's go see our daughter.
Hi there.
Yo. Oh, hi, Dad. Hey, Neff. How are you feeling? Okay, sometimes it hurts, but the fish medicine you got helps a lot. Streaming a lot, are we? I guess. Can you stay with it? Yeah, sure. I'll stay with it. You see how you heard something. It's like you should get to bed. Yeah, I don't know. I am going out of town Thursday, so hear a voice. Is going to see a voice stand with me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares at me with hard glasses. So I figured I'd stream a bit more. As long as we can move, but no sound comes out. What is he saying? I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't. Try to leave with something that his boy holds my gaze. I watch his face expressionless as his lips slowly flutter. What's he trying to say? Wait's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S. And then there's an E. I can almost see now the letters begin to fall together one after another, faster and faster. Sealed verse. Oh my god, it's a sealed verse. The thing that I'm looking for. The key to saving my little girl. I stared at the boy with renewed ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. Dream. Dream what? What the hell does that mean? So we begin faster now. I can't follow them. Damn it, I can't make it out. I want to scream. I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do it for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I parse out the letters that make up his final words. Forest of Myth. What are you tweaking? A messed up dream. I thought I'd be hunting sealed verses in there.
Oh!
Hey, what's wrong? You look all tired and you have these weird black circles under your eyes. It's a strange dream and I didn't sleep very well. Weird dreams all the time. I know. Just had a totally weird dream last night. Did you know? There was a boy and me, we were playing this game together. Kind of game. It's called Guess the Word. I think he made it up because I'd never heard of it before. How'd it work? Well, the boy moved his mouth, but no words would come out, so I had to guess what he was trying to say. It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead. What did he say? I don't know. All I could figure out was dream and force and myth. He said he'd be back, so I got to study. I could figure out everything and win. You know, I'm to study, right, Dad? Yeah, sure. See? I lied. I guess we're gonna ask Popola about the forest of the myth. You're lost in thought, that's right. It's nothing to worry about. Well, the cats in here don't know what they're doing. They're sitting in a bound jail. What's up, Popola? Oh, NieR, you got a strange letter in the back. Here's Popola. I hope this letter finds you well. Writing hopes to bring your attention a certain dream issue concerning regarding recent events in the Dream Village. Hold on. A certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. So I guess I need to parse out the word dream. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice on the matter. Recently there have been reports of a certain dream of evil, empty curse, evil words, and someone dream. So then one bizarre piece of writing. That's strange. Who's it from? Very small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north. Forest of Myth. They're bright and talkative people. Something this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this. I'll check it out. You will, but don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway. Well, alright, thank you. They stole our blank, and they even stole the word blank. Except instead of stealing it, they have just violently shoved the word dream into everything. Was there a cat there? Yeah, there was a cat somewhere. I heard him doing cat things. Off we go. I don't know how long we'll play this tonight, but we'll end up doing more of this tomorrow. And on Tuesday, we're starting the Kingdom Hearts race. As you should be. I should probably kill the sheep. Hey, I'm assuming that's the sheep killing trophy. Sheep Whisperer is a weird name for something where you kill sheep. Is this gonna be the Robo-Force from Automata? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it.
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm sure of it.
That's what I love about you, Vice. You're such an optimist.
That's cheek.
What's this all about? True branch. Just what we needed. Beware the words. Contagious words. Those who dream. There's a strange new sensation in my mind. Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way. It's not quizzical. What's going on here? Luger's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes. Perhaps we should start by asking this man. Who are you? I'm NieR, this is Vice. If there was something happened to this village, we came to see if we could help. Luger stared at NieR and Vice. You can speak to me. I must have caught you in my dream. What's that again? Last week, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream has spread across the forest and myth. Those who are caught in it first fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. It was my great determined that the Death Dream was spread for the person who my spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. I stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly. Now see here, he said, are you saying that we've been absorbed into your dream? Yes, I think you have. It means you caught the Death Dream. Before the mayor could confirm your suspicion, Vice exploded with rage. Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't recall falling asleep. The mayor attempted to take Vice's complaint in stride. That's just how the Death Dream works, he said, brushing aside the book's remarks. Our remarks will not be brushed aside, fool, and it would behoove you to remember that this world allows me to view all of its narration. The mayor twisted his mouth into embarrassed grimness, then quickly changed the subject to NieR, to who NieR had seen. Quickly changed the subject to who NieR had seen, and what they had discussed since coming to the village. Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. Certain conversations, specific words, something. NieR Vice racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations. Remember, Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations. Their mere suggestion that Vice chose the words carelessly seemed to sting his pride. It's not seemed to sting my pride, you bloated gas bag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly. Irritated, Vice looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens. I was doing no such thing, just leave me alone already. Anger created by his harsh words bled over to NieR like a contagion. Wait, said NieR suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so, what of it? Well, the villagers told us to watch for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. Well, he must have said something, right, as the mayor. Something specific, some specific combination of words, what was it? It was about dreaming or something that dreams, or, oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. NieR stared at it for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, NieR's face suddenly lit up. Remember, those who dream, that's what he said. Sure of it. Breaking out of their genre box, yeah. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheet of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before nodding his approval at NieR. That sounds right. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. Mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month I've done nothing but study the disease we call the Death Dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. His hand tightened around his pencil, snapping it off at the tip. I've tried to escape. For the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocusing eyes staring at nothing. It's a lot of reading. Here, Lewis. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once the disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. Mayor's voice took on a note of steely determination, and I won't stop trying until it happens. You're nodded in agreement. Oh, wait a second. I didn't nod. Why are you... Look, if we can be of any help, said NieR, just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence. Advice. Grimoire looked from NieR to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Reasonably strong as his expedition with contrived quests and following breadcrumbs to find him and me again. I could trust to be able to read for like 5 minutes. I've been reading a lot today. Now see here, Mayor, you told us nothing that can exist in this ring without you knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? Mayor slowly raised his head, realized dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said, you're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. Mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two. He called out the parting forms of NieR and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As NieR slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? His mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of this place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in and find the exit and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and a moss-covered rock seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on a rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood in everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging NieR to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, NieR snapped. You know what, Weiss? He cried. Go to hell. We're stopping. I need to rest for a few minutes before I throw up. NieR leaned back against the tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so goddamn big? He admitted to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, cacophony of insects spread to life. I'm surprised Body's still running. So you probably like Lost Odyssey, they have a ton of little atmospheric text stories like this, but they add in sound effects. It's pretty cool. As infuriated by his lack of respect, every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out with volume that rattled his teeth. NieR slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to the... Oh, screamed to be heard. I thought that said scream to the herd. Scream to be heard, Weiss, what the hell is going on? You could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. Insects screamed, the force howled, and then just as NieR's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Yeah, I could never be compelled to read like the additional books in like Skyrim and stuff like that. Also, are we gonna get a meal here? Is he the boy that was in the dream? Yeah, Dragon Age as well. Instantly, NieR removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creature of the woods. I'm not gonna do those sound effects. As the insect symphony, are you hungry enough for a meal? No. Dimmed another decibel, NieR began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1 with it suffers, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, this is a riddle. I guess how this kind of thing happens a lot in dreams, right? Maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. I'll leave to you the answer. 1 with it suffers, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? Secret woman. A secret? 2 with it is ideal. I disagree with that. But secret fits. Still don't know what the fuck a Tevinter Imperium is. It's the Mage Cabal from Tevinter, I think. Inwardly furious that Vice left the tester on NieR's side and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? Suddenly things stopped and suddenly this began. The forest undergrowth parted before NieR like a rippling wave opening a new path. Of course, anthropods are making a road for us. Races Mageland, yeah. Please passing the test, NieR moved on with new intensity. I disagree that 2 with the secret is ideal. Because 2 can keep a secret if one of them is dead. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on the path, their journey had a purpose. This forest had accepted us, huh? Said NieR after a bit. I spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest from happy pet that you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, NieR picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Vice. The surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but I break no grass. When night falls, I vanish when I am my light. Absurdly easy, now answered. NieR gritted his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all, this one's pretty easy. The water suddenly burst from the spring, sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. It's a cool world to be funded in lore, but it's also Doom. Doom always had lore, though. I guess not always. 3 certainly did. I don't remember the old Dooms well enough, but 3 told you what happened on the station via, like, emails. Very similar to, Deus Ex. Massage the lore. In all my years of Vice softly, I've never seen such a sight. Perhaps I've misunderstood the intention of this place. Hey look, cried NieR, awaking Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled amongst the trees. I wasn't selling anything, which I was like, oh. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? NieR walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began NieR, but before he could speak any further, the cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but I end night with 3. What am I? NieR tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, it seems we must answer his word. Your force is some sort of supercomputer, right? Yeah, I suppose so, NieR. At least it's an easy one. It's a man. This is all from the cloaked figures. He spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried NieR. The small man slowly shook his head. I'm not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. You saw what? I'm sorry, I don't understand a thing you just said. It'll make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of Death Dream. Now you must go to the man at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on the seal and slammed the door behind him. As NieR watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When NieR Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped NieR's and pumped it so fiercusly it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. Because it ever since the game, the forest is important in the 1,000 years between NieR and Naadamai. So is this the Rebel Forest? God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we're successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. Just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. NieR withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. Mayor's face beamed as NieR filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them lay down in the forest and fell asleep. Wait a second. That's crazy, right? We just lay down and go to sleep. This one hell of a story. Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place's futility itself. NieR the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Vice? It is words that control the Death Dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, the words tell us to sleep, and to sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breaths slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor. The first time I felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were caught up by a long yawn. He remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year, and they woke things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener, and it was clear that they had awakened from their dream. NieR shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. We made it. Oh wow, said the mayor in an odd voice. We did it. I'm back. He He blinked once, twice, as though not quite believing his sight before. I like to imagine that the team that developed this from Platinum, everybody was given an area, and they were given like brief story points, and they just had to then fill it in themselves. And one guy was like, "I've got it. They're gonna show up. They're gonna dream. I won't animate anything. It'll be a black screen with words, and I'll still do all the important points. And that's my addition." You have no idea how much this means. That stream had started to spread through our village, and I wanted to. Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. NieR started to stand and collapsed back to the earth. He started his legs as if trying to remember how they worked. He glanced at NieR and shrugged. Without a word, the fire reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, and rise smile across the mayor's lips. "You shall relearn in short order, I'm sure," said Vice. "For now, you should return to your home and rest." Perhaps the mayor swang inland city feet. "No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in Death Stream. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village and bowed his head and prayed silently. "This is a holy tree," he explained when the prayer was finished. "It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder," muttered Vice. "We should not put our faith in the gods." Mayor shook his head. "Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as the Sealed Verse." NieR and Vice could not contain their surprise and seemed to gull it and found the most unexpected of places. "I say," muttered Vice, this is certainly a stroke of luck." As the three of them said their goodbyes, NieR mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. "I once saw a version of you that was not yourself," muttered NieR. "What in the world?" Wilson thought. He stared in space for a moment. "You know, this is going to sound weird, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too." He tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right. Anyway, I figured just some sort of illusion created by the Death Stream. It probably doesn't mean anything. NieR gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. I wish I understood what the hell was going on here. That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all. "Thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life. This is one of the most bizarre diseases I've ever encountered." "I know. That's why I have to help the other villagers no matter what." Dark execution. Someone magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. For Silververse, that didn't take much effort. Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village. You think too much, Vice. Am I gonna be putting myself in more dreams? It's supposed to be another person affected by the Death Stream. Look at it that way, guys. It's fine. Gods, please don't tell me we have to go back in there. I'm done. I'm no good at this mind game crap. I'd rather hit something in the face and be done with it. I should spend less time complaining, more time getting on with the mission. Yeah. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked under a stairway in the long unused catacomb of some infinite castle. Outside I hear the sounds of funeral dirge that sings without end. Light is no place here. Wind is forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and a turn slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. "Hey, anyone there?" I hear an unfamiliar voice say. "My savior." I claw at the door of my jail and, bending thick splinters under my ragged nails, I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my mind. Surely it cannot be true. "Help me," I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me. And possibly I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly cracks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired man in a floating book before light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I'm forced to turn away. "Who are you?" I asked, shaking hands covering my face. "How have you come to this place?" "I am Grimoire Vice. This is NieR. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand, and we shall awaken from the slumber together." The one known as NieR extends his massive hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. "I never thought to hear the rain again," I whisper. "Would that this were not such a terrible storm," said Grimoire Vice. "Look at your feet." I force my eyes open to see water pooling around my feet and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know that you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers no matter what it cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet, all are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door of the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It's been shoved against the side wall, and despite my creeper, I think I see the outlines of the door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone spawned these bodies into the tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and my sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. To make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. When my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. We will proceed east. There's a path. I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table on which rests china and silver of the finest construction as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. That was the feast of the corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul great moving six had made their homes in the remains, and this is the movement I saw. This one splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaky feet and slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs of those that had received. This is a mistake, for the chairs proved to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonizing screams that must sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was the punishment. Though truth I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. Wait, this is where I can... Did we die? First of all, our circles is already too late for us. So let's not so sad. Shit. We went the wrong way. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Do we have to redo the mayor? No. Thank fuck. Okay. Is there something that, like, told me which way to go? No. So we go north. We have to go east. So we have to go north. We can't go south. East was the other one, so we go west. A row of heavy wooden caskets lie on their sides in the dark chamber. Doubtless they are filled with wine. My thirst source to life. I can remember the last time my parched throat had relief. It's gonna be blood. I come to the first cask and pull frantically at the cord. The theft of a few cups means nothing, I tell myself. The cask will be ruined by the flood regardless. Finally, the cork surrenders to my attack, and thick red liquid burst forth from the hole. This is no wine. His blood still warm from the body. Whether animal or something else, I cannot say. The foul liquid soon mixes with the rising floodwaters, creating a warmth that laps against my thighs. By the gods, are the rest of these casks filled with blood as well? I lack the courage to confirm their suspicion. Disgust quickly becomes fear as I turn to flee, but my weakened legs betray me, sending me toppling over into the red ocean below. The smell of death is everywhere, and it threatens to consume me. I must escape this hub. Crawling on all fours like an animal, holding back screams, lest any foulness enter my mouth, I lurch forward through the red waters and out in the rooms of freedom. Water surrounds my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. Eventually I can stand beside the waters no longer, and so turn my eyes upward. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me. They need me to believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds, while encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet, as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. It is another prisoner, a fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place. I cannot let it pass, so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside it you can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no risk. This poor soul is long dead. Scratched clothing lie on the floor all around the bones. Only a small amount of fabric is survived. But it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I've been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from view by portions of each victim's pinnacle. Enough. Shielding my eyes, I pedal forward through the water. Wait. We did this already. We came from east, so we go north. So we have to go through the hall? Did I just fuck it up? What am I doing wrong here? You failed this, yeah, evidently. So we have to go north, which means we don't want to go south. Because we came from south. But we want to go east. Came from east, so we don't want to go west, so we want to go north. We go east, we get to the hall. Came from east, so we don't want to go west, so we go north. Okay, so I just got there late twice. My homemade jam came out great. I have a cheesecake in the fridge right now that I'm scared to try. So I'm glad your jam's good. Bring it down, someone cries, so I give myself the effort. In tandem with NieR and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against the thick sturdy door. On the third try gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled in front of the castle. The storm is in retreat. Clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry. I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I was sure they have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. You're dressed as Vice. And you are a woman, madam. Yes, I am. I proffer? The two a smile. I suppose that comes to something of surprise, seeing as how I only exist in the form of words. I can see that the one known as NieR is disappointed that the torn dress will give him further description, but he hides it well. With a nod shrug, the three of us step forward into our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damsels inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. Castles that have awakened to their new life as shades. Anything to say about that? Hopefully there'll be no labyrinth next time. I hear you. And another victim, this work is certainly try. I'm surprised I see your book. All this word stuff should be right up your alley. Yes, quite. Well enough, Shadow. Let's go. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and NieR have never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in. Hey Vice, we keep walking, but those things don't get any closer. I don't get it, are they really that big? As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with a renewed ferocity. Perhaps there is some manner of mirage, he said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. NieR nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving the trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down on their home. The heat reflecting from the road made NieR lightheaded. Suddenly he dropped to his knees and slammed his hand against the black surface. God damn it, he said. Is this some sort of joke? Oh, I'm not laughing. Blaming had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said. No, no joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is some manner of grand artistic work. Oh, come on, that's bullshit and you know it. Possibly, but thinking of it this way might make it easier for you to bear. NieR glanced at Vice's grinning face, cursed suddenly to himself and resumed walking. As time passed, NieR's feet grew more painful and it started drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead because the bright sunlight had made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We're definitely getting closer, said Vice, in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, that's most certain. Encouraged, NieR lifted his gaze. Suddenly he stopped walking and, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open, and his finger pointing in the distance. Water, he cried, it's water. Water, asked Vice. Preposterous, I don't see any water. It's right there, idiot, can't you see it? Look, the sun is reflecting off of it. Not waiting for a response, NieR sprang to life and bounded towards the sight. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. NieR closed his eyes and sighed as Vice floated up behind him, chuckling softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. NieR shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is, I just missed it, it's right there. NieR sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, NieR came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right around here. Fuse put his hands up to the eye and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over their next eyes. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. Chase continued for nearly an hour until an exasperated Vice finally flew up to NieR and struck him in the face with his cover. You damn blithering idiot, stop this at once. There is no water here. NieR's face clouded. There isn't? There is not, and perhaps next time you'll listen to me when I tell you as much. Vice paused for a moment, but continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, as soon as his man Chase was not altogether wasted, it seemed to have arrived in the city of Ark. NieR looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge, cried NieR, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up towards the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected the light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires at their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. What kind of city is this? Said NieR. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. They continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails, beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found this great array of small... Wait, is this just a city? Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials that they had never encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, NieR and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered the 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. NieR uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Apparently, I was getting tired of long art. 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled in the red arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As NieR moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took on the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. False ones will always speak lies. With that, the bird departed. His fun cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Look at that, said NieR, they're alive. It was bowed low before NieR. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare, I'm real. Not lying, said Beta. He turned to NieR and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake, you know, I'm the real one. What a little crowd, said Beta. Beta is fake, everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. Does that mean Alpha has to be real? Because if Alpha... If Beta was telling the truth, that would mean Alpha's lying, Beta's a fake. Which would mean Gamma has to be lying. So, I don't know if that works. Gamma can't be. Alpha said they were real. Beta said, stop lying, I'm real. Gamma said, Beta's lying, I'm the only one who's real. So if Gamma was telling the truth, that would mean Beta was lying, which would mean Alpha would have to be telling the truth, so that doesn't work. If Beta's telling the truth, that would mean Alpha's a liar, Beta. So it has to be Beta. Or... yeah, it has to be Beta. So the thing with these is, it's important if their statements have to be false. So if lying means, oh, they only speak lies. Right, so their statements have to be false. So Alpha could be telling the truth. But then if beta was lying, when they said alpha, I think it has to be beta, right? Because beta and gamma can't both be the liars. I think it's beta. I'm gonna go with beta. Girl is beta. Though NieR's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was really to see Vice not again. If alpha were telling the truth again, Vice, then the writing notes were true. Beta and gamma would both be fakes, but in that case, beta's claim that Gamma's claim that Beta's fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. That's what the theory calls, yeah. Let's presume that Gamma's fake the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In the situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would assert two statues telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth, so Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense, therefore Beta must be real. As Vice finishes his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumble soundlessly to dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, Villager, said Vice in a cheerful voice. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, Predator. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go, before NieR pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Have you been to the city before? Villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape and shook his head. I don't think so. It is impossible, right? There's no way I could ever better a place like this, but at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. These are good part of me. Just like the damn bear. A big sense of unease that struck NieR during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind. I think I know what's going on here. Okay, that was terrible. I'm positive I've seen that place before. I get enough forwarding cry for everyone else in my lifetime started to. Okay, there. All the villagers can wake up. I have an idea of what's going on now. Anyway. The mayor's assumption was correct. I think I've had enough wordplay left last lifetime, thank you very much. Okay, I hear you. Well, let's go see the mayor. Magic capsule.
Hello.
Thank you, thanks so much. Here, have something for you. And Sword Faith. Okay, can I really have it? Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you again for everything. Is Faith any good? No. Save so we never have to delete it. What's your theory on the town? So, it depends on if my assumptions are right about this game, because this game is, I think, about clones. So, and the opening, we were in a city, and then it said thousands of years later, and then we ended up in this fantasy setting. So are we just clones way fucking down the line? And that's why everyone remembers everybody, because we're all just fucking clones? Are we simulated clones, maybe? It's really magnificent, doing no words. So, honey, go back to Pokemon. Probably want to know what's going on. Well, I just mean we could be in a simulation. That would be the difference between a simulation. Realistically, it's moot. It just would matter if this is the real world or a simulation, which I guess this would be the real world since there are places that show up in offline. But the gestalts, the shades are like corrupted clones or original people that got their souls yoinked in the clones or something. There's something clone. I'll take some. Something worse than a sad tree. Alright, have a good one, man. Thanks for dropping in and hanging out during the Skyward stream as well. Such extreme illness. I'm so happy you saved this beat. Even though those words was a pain in the ass. Even now, with my natural love of words, I have no desire to visit the place ever again. You guys did well. Oh, NieR. I almost forgot Yona was looking for you. Oh? But she needed something from you. Time to go play daddy for a minute. Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Pablo. That too was awesome. Pablo made me this huge cake that was really yummy. Everyone in the village was wishing me happy birthday. So I feel like a princess or something. I don't feel sick at all. In fact, I almost forgot I had this disease. But we can figure it out too and come back and watch it. The doorbell's being wrong at 10, 11? That's 10. It's not that late. Spirit drop.
Oh.
Yeah, DA. Pablo said you need something. I need a favor. What is it? You know, I can't help if you don't tell me. Hey, guess. Please, out with it. I need you to help my friend. My friend? I have a friend. He sent me a letter and now I need you to help. I want to write you a letter. Pen pal. How delightful. Who is this friend? Well, he's kinda... It's a guy. Isn't he sick and in a whole lot of trouble? I know that you and Vicey are the only ones that can help him. Vicey? Tell me about this guy. He lives in this really big house down south and he's super nice and he's my friend. You have to help him, Dad, please. You gotta listen. Please? Great, now what do I do? Sure, I'll help. See if I can help. Thank you. Vicey. Great, my kid's got a boyfriend. Sure, with caution, this lad may be your future son-in-law. Vice, we are not discussing this. Go.
The black scrawls here too.
Tavern missions. Belated letter, tangled message. Seafront resident has a letter for you to deliver. Maybe you should just become a postman. We're done the finds location of the map, so I don't really get the details. Maybe I should just become a postman. Excuse me, have you seen my son? I don't think so. Why? Something wrong? When I got home, I found a note from him that said he was leaving and not to look for him. What if he's left the village? Oh, something happens to my little angel, I'll just die. Please, you have to help me. I'll pay whatever you want. My son shouldn't be too underspot. He wears a very long hat. See you from a mile away. Okay, when I find him, I'll see if I can't convince him to come on. Do I get a hint about what fucking direction he went in? Maybe we should see if we can get this out. Should also update our words.
How can these beasts let us dispatch them without complaint? And what would make them appear in this area in the first place? It is hardly what one would call especially fertile ground.
Targeting situation. Cool. We didn't get anything. Neat. What a used coloring mix. Which doesn't seem particularly useful. But maybe they are. Should I tell me if they're used right now? Presumably they're for something. Or the Spiderville? Alright, and suddenly it's black and white.
We've been waiting for you.
Are you wearing a mask, you freak?
Please, right.
Slowly getting color back. Really normal colors, yes. I'll just walk out of it.
Please, wait here.
Sure. I mean, what choice do I have?
Waiting's a bitch. Just let me know if any shades show up, okay?
Well, we've come this far. I suppose we can't turn back now.
This boyfriend better be worth it.
Do I actually just wait? Am I gonna get in trouble if I jiggle a doorknob?
I don't get how she can sleep at a time like this.
She must have nerves of pure steel.
I don't get how she...
It's a huge Resident Evil reference. Makes sense. You mean a dog's gonna come bursting through the window?
I don't like this one bit.
You sound scared, Vice.
No.
Maybe.
Okay.
Hey, where'd Koenig?
I knew this was a terrible idea. Haunted manors and the like. Oh, why does no one ever listen to me?
Help! Somebody get me out of here!
Use the basement at some point. I don't know where that help just came from.
What's this? The picture has changed.
They've all changed. Marked moon here. These are definitely people that died. Hidden items. We got the moon key. We're gonna have to fight the statues now. Shit.
Shades!
What foul hole did they crawl from?
I can't roll this thing. Use the moon key. This can't work.
You're an adult. Male. Maybe 40?
Is this a meal?
You got all that from my footsteps?
It's not hard once you know how.
And I suppose I should tell you about my friend Weiss.
I only heard one set of footsteps.
Grimoire Weiss does not strut about like a common land mammal. But enough of this introductory chatter. Let us hear your tale.
My name is Emile. I'm the master of this manor.
You the kid who sent a letter to my little girl?
Letter? I don't know anything about a letter.
No, of course not. Such a thing would be far too simple.
No, stay back.
Huh?
I'm sorry. It's my eyes. Anything I look at gets turned to stone. That's why I live with this blindfold.
What a remarkable skill. I've never heard of such a thing.
Anyway, my butler might know more about the letter you received. My key can unlock any door in the manor, so if you want to follow me...
That's all right. You can get around.
Oh. Well, okay. Here's the key. The butler's quarters are at the far end of the manor. Let me give you a map. It's a big place, and I don't want you to get lost.
Okay. I can go to that basement now. Or move us through so much. Do you know roughly
Think we should
where
look
the
for
basement
Kaine?
is?
Leave her. That woman is capable enough on her own.
True enough.
Oh, I said, you said I should go to the basement. Do you know roughly where the basement is? I mean, there's only 2 rooms I haven't explored. Seemingly. What did he said the butler's chamber is at the end of something? I don't listen to little children when they talk. Do you think he'll tell me again? Because I want to avoid the butler's chamber so I can find the basement. Where's your brother?
The butler's quarters are at the far end of the manor.
Far end of the manor. So his is the big one that I haven't gone to yet. Oh, fuck this camera. Oh.
Somebody. Anybody.
This feels like the way to... Let's go the other way real quick. Oh, more darkness here, so we don't have that. Okay. I wish I could roll. It bugs me not being able to roll anymore. I already used the moon key. This should be unlocked. Did I relock it when I went through? Apparently. What's that? The butler. These are remarkable legends.
Ah, I knew this was a trap. Curse my brilliant intuition.
Whoa! Shades!
Nailed it. Thick dictionary. For fuck's sake. Suck on that. Light key. Oh shit, another thick dictionary.
Whoa! Is that another one? It moves!
What's the matter?
Sir? This?
Yes, this is my butler. He helps me out around the man. He's a good man at heart, but a bit inflexible. Almost like a statue.
Yes, and I do apologize for that, Master Emile.
I doubt he's even human.
Look, someone sent a letter to my daughter.
Yes, I wrote the letter. Please forgive my impertinence in sending it.
Hey, old men should not be sending young girls
As you may
letters.
know, Master Emile, deeply pained by his eyes, has shut himself away from the world. He suffers greatly behind that blindfold, and I feel it is my duty to help however I can. I heard tale of your courageous exploits, and so I sent a letter under Master Emile's name. But I received a response from one Miss Yona instead.
So you wrote the letter?
I did, sir. My letter merely requested that you come to the manor. I meant no ill intent.
I believe Yona saw the exchange somewhat differently.
She's just a kid. She probably didn't understand what was going on.
Regardless, I am quite pleased to see you here. Long have I dreamed of the day when we could cure Master Emile's eyes.
I think you want a doctor. I'm just a big guy who kills things.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. Well, off we go then.
Please, we're so close. The cure for Master Emile's condition is located in this very manor.
So why don't you just go get it?
The location of the cure has become a den for those abominable shades. And I lack the skill to combat. I beg of you, defeat these shades and restore Master Emile's sight.
You know this is an impossible task. Why would you ask it of our guests?
Well, we've no more time to waste.
We'll do it.
We will.
The more shades we kill, the better Yona's chances. Plus, we have to find Kaine anyway.
1,000 thank yous. I owe you a debt that can never be repaid.
I know it's a lot to ask. I'm sorry. At least I can petrify your enemies. That's gotta be some help, right?
So I still haven't found the basement.
I'm sorry. My butler thinks so much of me. But for him to make such outlandish requests...
It's there?
I'm coming with you. It's unfair to let you go on your own.
Alright, you don't have to keep talking
Besides,
about it.
it might be fun to put my eyes to good use for once.
Pretty effective. But we're gonna check over here. Alright, let's use this. How do I get over there? Shit. I have to keep back around. Okay, hold on. Before I go to the darkness room, because I know where it is, I want to explore that last gray section. Should be... Did we go through all these? Alright, this is the dining hall. Is there a door through here? Oh, for fuck's sake, this camera. Oh shit, there's no door here. Over a hall, the hall is destroyed. Oh, the stairs are destroyed. It's goddamn good. I'm not sure where the basement is, unless it's this darkness key that I have to go there. Blade of Treachery. Oh shit. That's interesting. The rest of the room are still modeled when they're inside here. So the guys that are outside. Now they're gone. Vanished without trace. So maybe this is your basement?
this is it. We should find the cure somewhere nearby.
This is a library.
I do not like anything about this place.
Oh shit, it's Grimoire evil. Grimoire Noir.
Oh, great. Why does every book I meet have a bad attitude?
Oh, aren't we clever? As if any mere tome could compare to the wonderment that is Grimoire eyes. Petrification is a fearsome power indeed.
Never gonna stop!
How many pages does this infernal book possess?
Gotta be running low by now.
How many pages do you have, Vice?
I can't petrify it!
Do you want to look up where the basement is? Because I didn't see anything. And if it's something cool, I don't want to miss it.
Kinda.
And where have you been?
Lost. Where have you been?
Getting our asses handed to us by a floating dictionary.
This foe's strength is beyond measure.
So what's the plan then?
I am an arcane text, not a manual of combat. You are supposed to deal with such matters.
You guys run! I'll hold it off while you escape!
There's no way it's that easy.
Vice, this is it.
Annulling a petrification curse.
Okay. Dark Whirlwind. Very magical rotating blades. Charged to increase number of blades. That sounds pretty dope, actually.
Oh no! This passage is written in some kind of code! We went through all this trouble to find it, and now—
Oh look, Jeeves is back.
Please allow me to handle this, Master Emile. I shall put all of my efforts into deconstructing this cipher. No matter how long it takes, I will not fail.
Sebastian.
Ah,
Well,
so
there's
the
no
servant
Sebastian.
has a name after all.
Emile, listen to me.
Yes? What is it?
Your eyes are not a sin. Don't ever be ashamed of them. They're part of you, a vital part of you. Do you understand?
touching.
What? A shade? How did you...
This arm, this creature, it's me. I thought I'd need it only until I found my vengeance.
Are you touching his
And once that happened,
there's a lot of touching going on.
I figured it was all over. But there's a reason I'm alive. That my arm is alive. And there's a reason for your eyes, too.
Kaine.
But listen, if this shade should ever...
He's asking this little boy to kill her if the shade should ever take her. Why wouldn't you ask NieR? He literally just kills shades all the time.
No! Kaine, I promise I'll never give up. But you can't give up either.
Well, we're off.
Bye!
Listen, Yona's sick, and she doesn't have a lot of friends. If you could send more letters, I'm sure she'd appreciate it.
I would be delighted, sir.
Bye, everyone.
Hang in there.
Why ask Emil? Ask the little boy to send letters.
I saw you exchange some words with that Emil lad earlier. Hopefully it was nothing inappropriate for a young man of his age. Speak the truth, hussy!
Book? Shut up.
Yeah, cram it, Vice. We've got our hands on all the sealed verses now.
And now all that remains is to find this grimoire.
Was that not a grimoire noir?
Oh, we'll find it. I know.
It had a face and it was a dark book. How was that not grimoire noir? Doesn't make any sense. There's like 17 books. So that was grimoire, slightly less noir. What is this? Also, Vice is German. Isn't Noir French, though?
Yona, come. You need your rest.
I'm sorry.
It won't be long, Yona. I have all of the sealed verses.
Structure. Okay.
Now, I just need to find Grimoire Noir.
It sounds dangerous. Will you be okay?
Is there just gonna be like a Grimoire Red?
Don't worry about me.
Are you gonna make me better? Is my cough
Grimoire
gonna go
Weiss,
away?
Grimoire Noir, Grimoire Azul, Grimoire Red.
Yona?
Dad, don't hate me for this. Okay?
What are you talking about?
It's just... I don't want you to hate me because of this disease.
A father could never hate his daughter.
That's not true.
I'll see if Popola has more medicine. Yona doesn't have the strength to fight this disease.
We must find Grimoire Noir at once. Only this can save her.
Is Grimoire a French word?
Popola, her cough is getting worse.
Oh, that's not good.
You want to buy a dick ton of flower seeds?
I need more medicine, please.
The thing is, I actually just ran out. I hate to ask this, but can you get me some vapor moss? You'll find it growing near the southern gate.
You said vapor moss, right? I'll be right back.
Any particular flower? All the flowers? Okay. I think I've planted one of each of those. Do I have to grow them all at once? No, I don't have room for all that. But I think I have one of each of those planted right now. Yeah, I do. I mean, I need one less of them. Do I need to grow that many, or can I, like, bounty them? Wait, I don't have that many slots, though. I didn't water it before, fuck. These need water twice? What's that about? Has there just not been enough time, maybe? I should probably just discard them. I'll go buy them. Need to pick up a mission and see front anyway.
NieR.
Looks like he's hurting. Also, why was that vapor moss lowercase? It was weird.
What is it?
Hurry!
He doesn't appear injured. I think it's just fatigue. I can't imagine how hard it is to run all this way without sight.
Are you all right, Emil?
I can see
Enough. Don't talk.
the air. It's vibrating. I can feel it behind my eyes. So much pressure. Oh God, there's
So many what?
Get out. Get out of the village. The shades are coming.
They're here.
Outside, now!
Oh boy. The British are coming. While Jericho collapsed, 5,000 people believed dead. But reinforcements streaming in from multiple locations. We continue to monitor the situation.
Damn it! You're not gonna hold!
storming the village!
That gate's still open, so I guess they're not. Where the fuck are they? That just helped me.
The hell's going on?
No time. Get everyone. Someone make sure Yona's safe!
Don't worry. I'll just don't get yourself killed, alright?
Go, Devila. Hurry! Damn it! What are Shade's doing here?
Dispatch these small ones as fast as you can.
Kill every last one.
These foes are hardly worthy of our steel.
Come on! Bring everything you've got!
Pathetic. Even in death, they disgust me.
Hurry! Hurry! Get the wounded to the library!
Oh boy. It's a large lab. What's with all the weird things? The shades.
Dear God, what is that brute?
Something that's gonna die.
The arms are vulnerable when it attacks. Find an opening for your attack!
Oh, I actually want to switch that. I'll try this one.
I'm trying! Guess I should get closer and make him attack.
concerning the shades, apparently. Nobody seems to care about that fact.
That ain't good.
A regenerating shade. How will we even know if our attacks are working?
Just have to keep hitting it until it stops moving. We can climb up here!
Interior is more vulnerable.
So throw some magic in its mouth and then look out?
Those arms are proving to be quite the bother. Look where it's going.
Like hell he is.
Left right into the water.
That doesn't look good.
We can't let him get to the library no matter what!
This isn't working.
I can see that.
Tiny really likes to show up at the end. Not
That was
help when fights
awesome.
start.
Kinda.
Underestimate us at your own peril, fiend.
Keep hitting it. At some point, it's gotta start working.
Is she trying to should raise our morale, or is she honestly that insane?
Probably both. Let's go.
Retreating to the library!
No! That's where Yona is!
You're gonna die today, shithog!
Oh, come now, that's not even a real word. You're almost there. Keep pushing.
Looks like you've learned how to swing that thing.
So glad you noticed. You really know how to put up a fight, guy.
Come on, keep pushing him!
Dead.
Die, you big shithead!
Okay. Okay. That's not my name.
Did you leave your strength in your other pair of undergarments?
Hold on, Yona. I'm coming. Maybe you can't keep fighting like this.
There is no other choice. I can't remember why I came here.
Get out of there, Emil!
I refuse to abandon these people now.
Oh my god, I
Told
don't
me
get
once that my eyes had found me, that I shouldn't be ashamed of them. You told me that even a life such as mine had purpose. I won't just sit around and let you fight while I stay behind.
Just don't die on me.
I won't, Kaine. Let's take care of this shithog.
I like it.
It's the darkest one.
Emil! Is there no way to kill this infernal thing?
I'm going to find out.
Shit!
It is healing too quickly.
We need a better plan.
Perhaps we could chase him to the basement and seal him there. Those walls are thick rock. I doubt even this beast could break them.
Works for me.
Great. I love basements.
Turret, push him to the basement.
Vice's magic still looks super evil. So we're still not gonna
Give me the key!
Right.
No!
Yeah, it's just a shoulder, it's fine. What's that? It's very quick.
Dear God.
Yona!
Does that guy look like me? That guy's me. That is me. Is that my clone? Am I his clone? Are we clones of each other? I guess I would be his clone. Am I his clone?
Is that the leader of these creatures?
Do you not notice that it's you? Because that's 100%.
This
That's
sucks.
That's him.
Finally.
Where am I?
It's been a long time, Grimoire Vice.
Who are you? What is this place?
I am Grimoire Noir. I am you.
What? Impossible.
Do you not remember, Grimoire Vice? We too serve a higher purpose.
Enough lies. Stay back.
Why do you try to suppress the memory? Do you fear hurting someone close to you?
Preposterous.
You are preposterous. We are mere books created to serve the Shadow Lord. You have no right to forsake him.
The Shadow Lord.
Do you remember our ultimate goal?
Our ultimate goal.
White and black shall fuse to one and set free shades to the world.
Fuse us. No, I cannot. I will not. I will never.
Your chance encounter with this man, your collection of the sealed verses, it was all set in motion by the Shadow Lord himself.
No.
The Shadow Lord is a really lame name.
Lies.
The time has come for us to create a new and perfect world. We shall become as one, you and I.
Become
Vice! You dumbass!
Oh, this is the opening thing.
Start making sense, you rotten book, or you're gonna be sorry. Maybe I'll rip your pages out one by one, or maybe I'll put you in the goddamn furnace. How can someone with such a big smart brain get hypnotized like a little bitch, huh? Oh, Shadow Lord, I love you, Shadow Lord. Come over here and give Vice a big sloppy kiss, Shadow Lord. Now pull your head out of your goddamn ass and start fucking helping us!
I am one with the shadow. Bitch.
We grimoires exist to create in this world a new and just paradise. You and I must unite. The world demands it.
Paradise?
Yes, and we are so close to realizing it.
Please don't go, Vice.
Who's there?
It's Emil, the child you've known for 10 minutes.
Okay, I'll understand. I'll understand if you forget us. But I promise, I won't forget you. I'll remember you, no matter what. I will keep the memory of Grimoire Vice alive forever. And that's not all I'll do.
What is happening?
I'll chase you to the end of time, and I'll bring you back to us! Vice, please! Please come back to us!
Damn it, we need to stop him! If we don't do something, that black book will absorb Vice!
Black, white, black, white.
Yes, now we shall unite in common purpose. Then the world can bear witness to our true power.
Vice! We've got to.
The texture mapping there was not great. You could see it slide down.
For the last time, my name is Grimoire Vice, and it is not to be abbreviated.
Vice!
Vice!
Good to see you, Kaine. Although I don't think anyone has ever accused me of being a little bitch before. And you, we meet again.
Vice, you okay?
I believe I could ask you the same question right now.
Impossible. We must unite. We must become as one.
I don't like you, and I want nothing to do with you.
Why are we
Besides,
ignoring
I have
the
my
evil
companions.
NieR?
Of course,
Vice!
they're weak, and they whine when I leave. It's almost too much
Hey!
trouble. But they are my friends. I shall fight by their side, now and forever.
Vice, thanks.
All your magic powers have been taken away.
Damn you! Our true enemies are still there. How dare you ignore them?
Perhaps I should have scribbled them in my margins. Let us start by dispatching the nearby distraction.
Start by having my magic powers back.
I can't use my magic. The fiend has stolen the sealed verses.
So
one left, Noir.
Pertinent fool.
Get my magic back. Dark Blast. Well, yeah, it's a start. You're not land today. Use it. He's out of help. They're just making him fucking wail on for no reason.
We have reclaimed my power! Good heavens! The roof is about to collapse! Here it comes! Stay away!
Damn. This library isn't gonna hold for long.
We must finish this quickly.
I never run from a fight.
Like when he created a bigger book around himself. Fucking again.
No.
You will understand in time.
Get up!
No!
Give my daughter back.
No matter how things unfold, it all returns to us. All of it.
Yona. Yona. Yona.
Are you okay?
Yona.
Is this blood?
The fight's over. And I think we lost.
Oh, do you think so? That's weird. What gives you that impression?
Sorry. I think this is it for me too.
What?
Oh, quit crying. Look, before I go, we need to take care of this guy. Emil.
Yeah?
I want you. I want you to petrify me. Use me to keep this thing locked away.
No! I can't!
Kaine, stop it.
He's right! It's suicide! You can't do it! I won't let you!
Powers exist to protect others, right? Come on. Let's do it.
Kaine!
Just do it, Emil.
But...
He's going to break down the fucking door!
I don't know what to do!
I mean, is this a real choice? Why wouldn't you petrify NieR? He's already about to die anyway. I want to see what Do Nothing and Be Annihilated does.
God damn it. We don't have a God damn it.
So I'm not allowed. That's
God
kind
damn
of
it.
what I figured.
Kaine.
Wait, why does Emil look so different there?
No more crying, okay?
Okay.
Did his hair color change as well?
Strong. Never lose
So, whoa,
hope.
his face texture was fucked up
Nice.
there.
Bear me the goodbye, hussy. I imagine it will take more than this to kill you.
I doubt it.
Wait for me, Yuna. Wait for me, Kaine.
This seems very A-route ending, but
I swear.
that seems so short. Also, cover your eyes, you fuck. What are you doing? Is that A-route over? Medication cycle. Observe the slow depression of white chlorination. No unusual readings in subjects. Send directly to Captain Current. 5 years later. It is not A-route end. Okay. So tight. What's happening? It'll tell you what it is. The Shades have learned smithing. They've entered the Iron Age.
Don't let your guard down.
Did we go blind in
I guess that was a tad obvious.
Yeah, I used 2 minutes with spears.
Enough horseplay. We've taken more casualties.
They just keep coming. We'll be attacked again unless we move.
Look at him. Look what they've done to him!
Yes, they killed him.
The Shades are even attacking the village now.
And armored ones, no less. This village of yours seems to be changing for the worse.
We didn't ask for this. It's all the Shadow Lord's fault. That one day changed everything.
5 long years.
It's been 5 years since they took my daughter. And I spend every waking moment searching for her. And I found nothing save heartache and despair. This world is winding down. Between the Shades and the Black Scroll, there won't be anyone left soon. But I don't care. My life now is hunting Shades, searching for information. Someday I'll find a clue that will lead me to the Shadow Lord. I believe that. I have to.
Hey.
Yeah.
We sure lost a lot of time with that.
Yeah.
See what Pokemon is. Does it rain here? When you reach A after saving, I hear you're not supposed to press anything or else you can screw up trophies. One begins. Okay. Reach A after saving. Not supposed to press anything? Just look at you. You look terrible. I'm not worried about you. I know that you're going to kill yourself. Find your stars. Cannot stay young is pretty easy to use, but why aren't we feeling saucy? No, it's true. You look the same as the day I first met you. Okay, now you're just embarrassing me. It's from me. Hey, it's me, Emil. Sorry I've been quiet for so long. Are you and Vice getting along alright? Is he still using big words to make everyone feel dumb? I bet he is. Anyway, I recently stumbled upon some records that might help us in curing kinase petrification. I'm coming here and taking them. Thanks, I'll be waiting. So, come to save Kanye. Does this mean you'll be leaving the village? Sorry, I know things have been wrong with you. Here you go. I know you're doing it for you. Well, I mean, this one I'm doing for Kanye. Went back home. I'm gonna be lonely, so I ran on singing songs a lot of the good. Then I got kind of Then that got kind of weird and scary. World of trouble now, it's a problem. See, I was cooking and well, I managed to start a fire that ruined my kitchen equipment. Can't repair the kitchen without metal, but the only place you can find enough scrap metal is the junk heap. See, so you need to go free. You need lots of material, so you need to brain a whole bunch of robots. It's okay, right? Big device. I'll do my best. Need 1 memory alloy, 10 titanium alloys, and 10 broken motors. Hopefully titanium's easier to find now then, because fuck me.
Hey!
Your thieves are on heavy. Watch stick-feeding your bastards keep taking my merchandise. Too bad, huh? They don't take a lot, but when they strike, it's always food. In some ways, that's our most precious commodity. Maybe I can help you out. Really will certainly appreciate it. Do you have a plan, or are we gonna walk over to Christmas seed and shake them until stolen vegetables fall out of the grass?
Thieves in the...
Man, I want to see. Do you have a moment? Water wheels on last night. If you like to shore it up, the insides are so complicated. Well, I thought a new part. The wheel is a machine of not insignificant age. Better repair it now than wait until it falls apart completely. Got any ideas on how much for this mechanical stuff? Replacing the axle and the paddleboard should suffice for now. I believe the strange thing store and facade should have everything we need. Okay, once again, replace. I can pick up the materials. Thank you. I'm sure we can find somewhere to take care of the actual.
You could call it a sign of the times. Rare is the man who steals out of choice.
Sup?
Then if the wave of robbery, that we better keep your eyes on your purse.
Sup?
I knew it. This is what I was talking about.
Fast travel? Is there a fast travel? I mean, I know there's boats. Did I get boats?
Oh, it's you. Hey, about that.
Maybe that's 2 thieves working as a team.
Oh, it's you, eh? Well, I'm counting on you.
2 thieves working as a team. So it's you.
Water and food have been getting...
Jumping just sucks. It's you. Oh, those missions disappeared. Oh shit. I was thinking of it. I saw the thief just glimpse was nothing from sure. He looked really young. 2 thieves, probably children. Or those that loitering in the water wheel. Maybe they may be hiding spots. Interesting stuff.
My tired old bones.
So we missed out on some missions, but hopefully we'll be able to repeat them in different routes. So you'll hit that soon. Up to 30, but actually your dice is 30 till it's right. Okay.
Calm yourself. Haste will only lead you to making an ill-timed mistake. An unstable heart is the worst armor one can have.
No time for that, Vice. Gotta get to Yona.
Need to look into buying more two-handed swords now. I should try spears though, because I think spears are a little bit easier than normal. So much. Maybe I like that. But this, like, this Oko mod is really nice. I think I want to go to Seafood.
Hello!
You said, oh, I'm gonna sell first. Probably shouldn't just be randomly selling things, but... Did somebody sell weapons here? Okay,
Hello.
hello. So expensive. Something had a mission for me. Post office maybe? Guess not. Oh, the lighthouse.
Hey!
Used to be friends with the lighthouse lady, right? I remember basically hating each other. Well, at least you talked to her, right? Could I ask you a favor? It is in good shape now, but it's going to wear out eventually. We'd like to have replacement parts, right? Any parts from the junk? I'm not really appreciative of wherever she is. Sure. 10 broken lenses, 10 broken batteries. 10 mysterious switches to get this too. Sure. A lot of people want us to go to the junk.
Damn it! Their armor's too strong.
They seem to have developed some manner of bodily protection. It seems these creatures too follow the prescripts of evolution.
Well, if I can't knock it off, I'll just have to truck it. Shell and
Okay, let's see him. Let's get fucking dark. I mean, black and white.
Welcome, sir. Master Emile is waiting in his chambers.
True.
Oh, hey there, guys!
Hey there, Emile. How goes the search for a cure?
Nothing yet, but I did find this.
Critical storage. Following the recent incident with number 6, we have decided to establish an archival room. This room will hold all the records on the methods used to control and or cancel all forms of magic, including petrification and bestial transformation, as well as...
There's a section of this manor called the planning room, and I think...
You think this room will let you harness the ability to control all forms of magic, correct?
Actually, yeah. Or even if it doesn't, something there might point us in the right direction.
Sounds like a plan.
There's an entrance in the courtyard. It's not far.
All right, let's go find it.
As well as allow other projects to move forward. Specifically, this should make it easier to complete a long-term storage solution for number 6, as well as proceed with our work on number 7. All employees are required to keep the courtyard entrance to this new room secure. Failure to destroy is considered grounds for immediate termination.
If this room truly contains the power to control all magic, I can use it to cure my eyes.
It would also allow us to free Kaine from her petrified condition.
So run through here.
Wow, Vice. I didn't think you cared.
Perhaps this tome is getting a bit sappy in his old age.
Is this it?
It should be right around...
Neat.
Warning. This facility... I can't read the rest. Something about a seal.
If someone bothered to attach a warning to this room, I doubt they will appreciate us forcing our way inside.
Emil, what is it?
Nothing. It's nothing, I'm fine.
He's not fine. They're never fine. They always say they're fine, but they're never fine. Don't let Emil fall too far behind. Emil, I can't help but notice you didn't petrify anyone. Counts. KA keycode. I think I broke Gibble. It's a weird transition for that hallway. Trying to sort of bang at the twins. Okay. Let's see if that's better. Oh, this is all it is better. Is this the basement you talking about?
What's this? A scrap of paper?
You died. We completed the initial research into number 6 and we are ready to initiate the start of experiment in the coming days. This will likely mark a great leap forward in Gestalt research. The National Weapons Research Laboratory has made the completion of the number 6 project its top priority. Budget for all of the projects would be frozen and affected immediately.
It would appear this used to be some manner of magical laboratory.
This must have been where I was...
Emil.
I'll be okay. We need to keep going. I'm sorry.
Symmetric level. That's alright. I like this. Oh, this one. Oh, that's his own fault. I don't get my word juice when you use your petrification. Use it sparingly. Okay. Is this the basement you were talking about though? Oh, sorry, you have the key code for the store. He's fucking dumb. Okay. New document. Today's meeting will address the following topics. Solution for long-term storage number 6, progress report on number 7. Disguising the laboratories, above-ground facilities, and mansion. That's a meal. I'm not sure who the girl is.
Project number 6. Was this some sort of weapons laboratory?
Something from the old world, I guess.
What was I doing?
I have doubts as to whether or not Emil will be able to continue.
I'm fine. Let's just go.
Come on, me. It's a tree. Everybody Hollywood has been chosen from among the 7 kingdom subjects to proceed to the next stage. The interest of protecting the state secrets, all but one of the remaining bodies subject to disposal. Everybody knew, however, will be kept in storage as a failsafe measure.
Hey, Emil. You sure you're okay?
I'm a weapon? What does that even mean? What am I?
It seems as if he's trying to remember something.
You're going to be okay.
Am I? Am I really?
Your past makes no difference. We'll support you no matter what.
At any rate, you would hardly be the first member of our merry band to have issues.
Okay. We're gonna end here. It's going on midnight. So if anyone's still here and watching, thanks for watching. And see you next time.